We're doing pinky down. Since she's making $7,000 a day, she's already calculated it up. She doesn't have any student debt. You can believe that. She should not, Pinky Dow should have no debt whatsoever. I'm going to say this right now. If you don't know, it's a TikToker right now. That's called Pinky Dow, who does NPC type streaming. And she gets paid to say, gang, gang, thank you, I love you, gang, gang, oh, ice cream, thank you, and pretend like she licked ice cream. Everybody know that's old school, play pretend fool. Everybody even did that. She's not doing anything new. TikTok has just found a way to distract you even more, because that's all it is distraction. You could be going to work or trying to start a multi-million business. Imagine people who from 10 years from now could say, what did you do that weekend for 2 months? I watched Pinky Dow and gave her like $50 over that month. That wasn't too bad, right? That's one person. Multiply that times, she had 14,000 viewers in her thing, and that's the lower range. Multiply that times 1,000, that's at least a good 5,000, right, people? Assured income. Foolishness. Just go play the damn Sims game. You know what? At this point, it's probably cheaper to watch Pinky Dow. My apologies to MLP. It's cheaper and cost effective to watch a human be an NPC than actually play some of these games, especially if they're backed by EA and all the rest of the stuff. Because they're going to have you pay $500 up front to even look at an NPC character. That's what it is. It's the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth here on the NPO Podcast / Petty Bitch Tarot. Petty Bitch Tarot. Excuse me. Okay, we have the this tarot here, this tarot deck here. It's always about learning, lessons learned. We're gonna learn some lessons from Pinky Dow. No, can't get that one. We know that's what she's doing for sure. She's spending most of her time, the majority of her time, in the company of men who don't have two brain cells put together. They're very ignorant. They have a lot of time. They're foolish. That's where she gets the most money from. Ignorant people. I'm gonna be for real. I said cloud chasing in my mind too. Take this earpiece out so I can hear myself. Hope I'm not too far away from this darn microphone. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, you listen to a Petty Bash Tarot. And what happens here is I'm going to tell you about a whole lot of stuff you didn't really need to know. You're welcome. So we got the deck here. We're going to shuffle a couple of times. Pinky down. I'm trying not to look at anything. I have to get this together. Pinky down. Pinky down. You didn't hear my son running in the background. I'll put some music here. I can't. It's his exercise time, okay? He's working on his summer body. Okay, so the first three cards that came out is Death, Two of Swords, and Temperance is in reverse. He's just going to be in my podcast. Two of Swords is to know that she had a decision, right? She needed to make some money. Whatever happened when she was in the adult entertainment industry, having children took her out of that market. Let's be for real. For real. It did. She probably felt like she fell in love, and somebody was like, I'll keep paying for you. And she figured out that once you have children, and you're in the entertainment field, you have to work extra hard to maintain that fan base. So Death, it's the same lady and everything. Why? Because they both have a ponytail, except for this one with a shortcut. So with Death, it's like she's walking off. It's like killing one part of yourself. This is one of these things where if you can look back and see what she looked like before all the filters, before the surgery, it is a mass transformation. She made this decision. This probably early in her life. Early on. She had those knees closed up too. For real, I'm just saying. She made this decision. It was based on financial need even before she had children. It was something going on probably with her home life. I'm going to tell you for real. This is what the card's saying to me. And she had to, especially if she's sitting on this globe, this orb, it's like sitting on this intelligence, right? But floating in this abyss of chaos. And trying to make a decision to put your life in a way that's not like your predecessors. but similar in a way. Maybe she had a parental figure or someone, an older sister, or someone who she saw make a lot of money using their beauty. And she said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep doing this, but I have to make sure I have longevity. That's why I'm saying she probably met someone who she thought would financially provide for her after she had that said children or child. Only to find out that person, like, I'm not dealing with you. I can't financially support you. So she felt like she almost was like on the brink of death, and she had to move on. But she's off balance. There's no happiness here. She's not happy. Because as much money as she makes is as much money as she spends. We get that? Pinky down. A whole book came out. I don't want to read a whole book, but let's see where it goes. It could be a fluke. We got a 5 of Cups. Upright is someone thinking about the past and kind of regretting all this built emotion, things that they thought they could have. Like a 7 of Cups is like a fantasy. They never had a fantasy, never had a dream. So it's not like they lost anything. It's just they always figured they could not have this. It's probably why she worked so hard. I feel like $7,000 a day, almost 5 days a week. You only have 2 days off, and you work on the upwards of 10, 12 hours. Just saying if she did that, $7,000 a day. We don't have to worry about hourly because she's working 12,000 hours. What's that equating to an hourly pay? I don't have the calculator out, but it's not like she's making $7,000 in a minute. It's not like she's making $7,000 in 30 minutes. And some people will say, fine, that's still good. It depends on how much work she's doing and what is the payoff for this. How long can she make $7,000? She said she started off making $250. Then it progressed to $7,000. Word of mouth. It goes a long way. Just like by commenting, liking, and sharing this show, that's helpful. Because guess what? Then more people will gravitate towards listening to this. But still, thank you so much for tuning in. It's not over yet. We got 3 of Cups. At the end of a third party situation. She probably was dating multiple people for money. She decided to leave that alone. The partying life alone. She was like, I'm through. I want to settle down. 3 of Wands. These 3s coming up for real. 3 of Wands. It's like waiting for a message. She was waiting for an opportunity. It fell through. From Page of Wands. I'm telling you, this is probably her father of her child. A Page of Wands was like probably a party promoter, which happens. It was like, I can keep you going. Whatever you want, I got you. Kind of like Ari. Fletcher started off as a bottle girl. She was dating people who she felt unattractive, but they had a lot of money to spend. So 3 of Cups. They all start off like that, either scamming or bottle girling. 3 of Wands. Yeah, waiting for that message page from a Page of Wands. He gave up on her. She was tired of that struggle. 10 of Wands. She was tired of always struggling. 9 of Wands. She felt like hard work does not pay off in any aspect. Not really. So she's kind of intelligent in that sense where she knows that she has a limited time to do this said thing. And no news is not always good news. Being in the news media, it helps her brand. 6 of Cups. It's 2 people here. Yeah, I'm telling you, she was trying to share this responsibility with someone and they said no. A man came along and was like, this is what I'm about to do. He put her on to this. She actually didn't find this out. He put her on to this. Yep. Emperor and the Knight of Wands came in. Once again, and the King of Pentacles in reverse, a broke man. 3 people came in. Someone who had some money and some smart came around. Someone who just wanted to come in and they just wanted her. And another person with no money. And it was like, this is what you need to do. 2 of Wands. She was hesitant to do this too. Then she became lovers with somebody, one of these 3 people. And she found the strength to like, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And the hair fund, and it was legal. Hair fund to me is legal. She was like, it's legal. I don't have to do nothing illegal no more. I'm tired of dealing with broke people in Pentacles. I'm tired of men coming here on this horse with this wand saying, come on, I need the emperor status. And then maybe could have been, she just felt like I'm going to be in control of my own life. Telling people to give me all these fake emotions. After the emotions, I need the money. That's what happened with NPC girl. Pinky down. Let's see, last picture. What's going to be the future? What do you think the future is, Pinky? What's the future? 2 of Swords. So now we're going to wrap this up with 3 cards again. 2 of Swords once again. 9 of Cups. Someone coming in who just want a good time. And a 5 of Wands. They want to show where they're going to party and dance the night away. But this is at the expense